Okay guys, this is the Y stitch, and I was looking up some videos for some different stitches, and I came across this one and I thought it was really cool, and I wanted to show you how to make it. And before we get started, please don't forget to like and subscribe so that I can bring you more stitches. I have a whole bunch more stitches to show you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started learning how to make this Y stitch. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started making that Y stitch. So first I'm going to start with a slip knot. Okay, and then we're going to make a chain in multiples of 3 plus an additional 2 stitches. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, I'm going to make a short one, and then I'm going to add 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a row of single crochet for a foundation for a setup row, right? Because you don't really want to do this stitch into the chain. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and we'll do it together. We're just going to do a quick row of single crochet, insert your hook, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, and pull it through the both loops that you have, and that's basically a single crochet. All right, and it's a nice way to separate the rows of the Y stitch, especially if you're learning. This is a new stitch for me. I've only done it a few times, and I thought it was kind of cool, so I figured let me go ahead and show you guys how to make it. So I'm over here at my last stitch, and I'm going to make my single crochet in there. Okay, now I'm going to turn. Now we're going to start doing the row that actually has the Y stitch in it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chain 4. Okay, 1 2 3 and 4. So this is going to count as a treble crochet. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a treble crochet. So in order to make, let me show you, to make a treble crochet, you yarn over once and yarn over twice. And I am going to skip 2 stitches. Okay, I'm going to skip 1 and 2. Okay, and I'm going to go into the 3rd stitch and I'm going to make my treble. So I've yarned over twice, and I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to yarn over, pull it through. See, now I have 4 loops. I'm going to yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through 2, and yarn over and pull it through 2. I've completed my triple crochet. Now I'm going to chain 1, because we're making a Y, so we don't want it to be flat. We want it to open up a little bit. And I'm going to make a double crochet. And here is where I'm going to make my double crochet. Here is, you see, this is the yarn over, and this is the yarn over. So I'm going to go into that bottom yarn over right in here. Okay, and I'm going to go into the base of the stitch, one of the legs. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I just wanted to show you. I'm going to make a double crochet in there. I'm going to wrap my yarn around once for my double crochet, and I'm going to go into my yarn over at the bottom. I'm going to go from top to bottom into my yarn over, and then I'm going to go from top to bottom or right to left, however you see it, into this stitch on the bottom. So I have, see, I've gone through 2 loops. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull it through that, and I have my 3 loops for my double crochet. I'm going to yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over and go through 2. See, that is a Y stitch. Okay, okay, so we're going to go ahead and make another one. We are going to skip 2 stitches, 1 2, and in this 3rd one we're going to go ahead and make our treble. Okay, so we're going to yarn over and we're going to make our treble in here, and we're going to pull it through, and we're going to go ahead and make our treble. Yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through 2, and yarn over, pull it through 2. Then we're going to chain 1, And then we're going to make our double crochet down here. So we're going to look for that yarn over that we did, this right here, and we're going to go into the base of the stitch, and we're going to make our double crochet in there. You can use your fingers to push the hook in, that's fine, especially if you're just learning the stitch and you're unfamiliar with its anatomy. Let's just call it that. And then we're going to yarn over, pull it through two, and yarn over and pull it through two. And here we have made our second Y stitch. Let's go ahead and do one more because that's what I did with the multiple, right? I believe. Yeah, I'm going to do it right here. Okay, so I'm going to skip to 1, 2, and I'm going to go ahead and do it in here. And I'm going to make my treble crochet, chain 1, and then I'm going to make my double crochet. I guess this is the tricky part, right? Into that base right here. You see that yarn over? It's a little bit of a diagonal stitch, and then we're going to put it into the leg, and we're going to go ahead and complete our double crochet. And I have made 3 Y stitches. And then in this one here, I'm going to go ahead, because I want all my stitches to be the same, don't forget this last stitch. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make my a triple crochet or a treble right in here, okay? Just to make all the stitches align so that they all look alike. And then what you're going to do is I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to do a single crochet in all of the stitches across, okay? I'm going to do single crochet all the way across in every stitch. So remember, we did a chain 1 in here. So you can either go into the space that the chain 1 created, or you can look for the stitch and go in the stitch. So to keep it simple, I'm going to go ahead and go in that chain 1 stitch, okay? And do a single crochet all the way across. Okay, so you can look for the chain 1 stitch or the chain 1 space. Don't do both. Choose one and be consistent. If you're going to do the stitch in one row, if you're going to do the stitch the first time, do it all the way across. Try to be consistent. Okay, it's a little bit tight because it's a chain stitch. Okay, and we're going to go all the way across. And what that's going to do is that's going to make the Y stitches more visible. You're going to notice them a little bit more. And it's also going to give the second row of Y stitches, if you're going to make another row of Y stitches, something to hold on to besides the single crochets, besides the stitches from the previous row. My apologies. Okay, and then we're just going to go across, and we're going to start again. Okay, I'm going to go into the stitch here, into the space, and I'm going to look for that last stitch, and there you have it. Okay, so that is your Y stitch. Okay, so I hope that that was helpful, and I'll see you next time. The veil.